Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Blood Bowl 2. Our humans are a bit beat up right now. I'm missing two of my best players. For one, our ogre is missing again and he's got a minus movement injury now. I'm still going to keep him with guard and stand firm. He's still good enough to be used, and I hope that his reduced movement won't impact us too much in the future, but we'll see. It will come in. It will be a bad thing from time to time, but well. It's still okay to keep him, I think, with the way he is right now. And then Zasha is missing as well, which is the bigger bummer. I feel like, well, both of them are not good, but he is our killer. Both of them are our mighty blow guys. And not having those could be a bit of an issue. Yeah, it's just an MNG though, so he will be back next day, and that means today we only have 11 players and a team value of 1280. Let's see how long it'll take to find an opponent. As always, apparently I talk over the cutoff every time, just barely, so we always have to wait a bit, so see you in a moment. And here we go. So we got probably one of the nicer setups that we could have gotten. We're weakened ourselves, but we're playing against a fresh team here. At least that's what it looks like. It's 10-10 Dark Elf team, so they probably played one match before, and they got kicker on a lineman. They will get inducement, so they don't quite... They do get one reserve lineman here. Only 2 rerolls. We've got 3 blitzers and a witch elf. And yeah, so they've got 1 win under their belt. And we'll see what we can do. So, yep, he gets 200 on the dot, so that should be a wizard and a babe. Alternatively, it's 2 babes and a reroll is okay. I was thinking an apothecary, since he probably... Let me check. He doesn't have an apothecary. He does have an apothecary already. Okay. So he started with that, I assume, or he was able to buy it after the first match. Either way... We might not be seeing a wizard here. Going up to a 3rd reroll seems reasonable. And we'll just have to see. But I think he's gonna go for stuff. I don't have tackle right now, do I? No, we only had 1 tackle player as well on Zasha, and he's not there. But Mark could be really nice. The 2 doubles on him are just weird. First dodge, now diving tackle, but... Oh, he goes, wow. Goes for a bribe? Interesting. Does he, though? He still hasn't confirmed it. So he might change his mind. I think he's a bit unsure. As you'll know, I don't really care about bribes. If my players go down, they go down. But that's a risky play, because he doesn't have reserve players or anything. So going for a bribe could... cost him stuff, but it could also be good. But we'll have to wait and see if he can put himself in a position where he can actually use that bribe to any effect. And ideally, we are not going to let that happen. So in terms of speed, they are a bit faster. They are, of course, more agile. Yeah, we're gonna go on offense. And let's see. So what do we need to be worried about? First of all, the kicker is a bit of an issue, so he gets to control where the ball goes much more than he usually would. Then we've got 3 blitzers who all are movement 7 and have block. So his blocking capabilities are pretty good for a starting team. And then he has the witch elf who has jump up, frenzy, dodge. So she could surf, and she's more agile than the rest of the team. It's the only dodge player that he has right now. So me missing tackle is not quite as bad. But she's also the only player on his team that has armor value 7. So she's our best bet to get something injured easy. And that's where the lack of tackle could come in again. But we still have a good amount of block. And that will help, or should help, with all of this, since we are going to be able to knock him down on a both down right now as well, since he doesn't have wrestle or block yet on her. But let's see what we will get here. So what else? I do outskill him quite a bit. So I have more block than he does. Just barely, though. We are missing a blitzer today, so I only have 2 players more. We've got our catcher, who's just a really nice safety right now. And then our thrower here with block as well. So I've got my own kicker, I've got guard, I've got a plus movement and frenzy guy. So we're sort of Dark Elves, the light version, basically. Well, that sounded weird. Not light, meaning not dark, but light in terms of... How do you say that? I don't know why I make it sound so weird. Like light products, I meant. Whatever. Okay, let's see. We are going to put our guard in the middle, of course. Then our thrower still needs to be in the back here. And I do need to close down my sides, so I think what we are going to do, even though it will leave a bit of a weak spot, potentially. But now, yeah, we need... yeah, I'm gonna put my catcher over there just because he has dodge, so they won't be able to knock him down quite as quickly. And then we can bring these in. Maybe I want my agility 4 in the back and my kicker here. It's gonna make blocking a lot more difficult, so maybe we don't want that. You know what? You know, let's do this. And then we'll switch these two. So I can block out over to the side. This side probably, though. And do I really want Mark here? I think that's okay, though. So we'll leave it like this and just see what we will get. And so, because I forgot about it the last few episodes, we are playing against whoever we... Ben Black, and his team was something with Lilith. So high kick. Oh boy, that kick is all the way on the side. That's not that nice. Let's see if we catch it. We do. So we've got a decent start there, and I think I'm just gonna go into the middle here and cage up right away in a very defensive move here. That's just, it's the safe approach. Just secure the ball. He doesn't have a wizard. Otherwise, I would be playing this differently, of course. But since he doesn't, we are good. So, yeah, let's just keep them locked in that case. So I don't want him to move forward. I probably should have pushed him over to there in hindsight, because now this guy will just disconnect. Nope, we keep him in here as well, so that's fine. Okay, we got a stun. So I know this block is without block, so it's a little less safe, which means we are now going to blitz something. In that case, the blitz will be right here, and we're going to use Mark, who isn't quite as effective for that, but I can move him back afterwards a bit. So that's fine, and it's still a good target to hit. So I'm going to go with the both down again, because all I want is for him to be forced to dodge away, or just not move. So that's the general idea there. And do I want to foul something? Yeah, I'm gonna follow there as well. Oh, nice, another stun. So this guy is exposed now, but he was as well, so it doesn't matter too much anymore. Oh, but now I've got the 3 spacing over here, which is a bit of an issue. So we do need to take care of that first. But we can. Yeah, right there. And I could still foul the loner here, for example. It's a 72% foul roll, but it's not a good foul necessarily. It's a decent foul, but a double could be an issue because it might send me off. You're not sure. Let's try still. That's okay. He has the bribe, so he's going to foul as well. Okay, we KO'd. Let's see if we go to double. We didn't, so this is fine. We get our player advantage. And all's good with the world. Yeah, let's not move that guy and just see what he does. So, first round, pretty successful. Very successful, actually. We got a KO and 2 stuns out of 4 knockdowns overall. Well, one was through a foul, but still, good average. So I do have a player advantage. We do have a bit of a skill advantage. Yep, let's see. He blitzes him free, so that's fine, which means he's not going to put pressure on a corner here. He could have blitzed Alexander, for example, to put himself in there. That could have worked. Oh, I think he wanted to set up a foul for himself. The way he... Yeah, the way he moves. Oh, he keeps pushing. He's getting quite unlucky there. Okay, so it's Lilith Sorority that it's the name here. Oh boy. So he doesn't get to foul. The way he set this up, he would have pushed me to here with a knockdown and then he would have stepped on my player. I don't know with who. Or whom? Is it whom or who? With whom? I don't know. Either way, we are getting lucky here. He didn't get a knockdown out of the blitz and the follow-up block. He made the dodge, but that's okay. But this is pretty much what I was getting at. I'm just trying to force him to roll dice, because early game elves, especially when they don't have mass dodge yet, are very susceptible to failing dodges. Every one costs them a reroll. He does have 3 since he bought another one, so he's good for a while, but it's still a wasted roll if I force him to dodge. It's more risks than he kind of wants to take. He's going for a very wide screen right now. That's a good good repositioning, since he doesn't want me to go through here, and as always it's the 2 spacing. Also an okay move. So I'm in no rush though yet. We will be going at this pretty safe. But let's see how we can do this. So first of all, let's bring Mark over to the guy that was knocked down with the diving tackle. He's a potentially really good player to get a turnover or provoke a turnover. I need to think for a moment though here. So I think we're gonna do this instead, which looks a bit weird but should work out fine. Then I need an assist. Like so. I'm gonna abandon this over here. We're gonna reposition in just a moment. And then I'm gonna blitz her with Frenzy. This way I keep my 2-die block, but we get her on the first one. Perfect. Good, we got through the armor once again. So that's kind of nice. And now we just want to widen our defense here. Well, in hindsight, maybe I should have actually moved him through. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I couldn't have because dodge. So we're going to do this instead. Once again, I go for the 2 spacing myself here. Yeah, this is the big question. You know what? I think I don't want him to blitz this guy away. So we're going to place Stefan over here. Keep him safe in there. And then this is still going on. Let's move our cage over to here. That's good enough for me right now. We're gonna put Carsten up front there and Robert in the back. There we go. And I'm gonna try to dodge him. If it fails, it fails. That's okay. Yeah, we don't necessarily need this to work here. So I'm also gonna put him down there to... No, I think to here should be good enough. They could blitz this corner and then run through. So I kind of... If I go down here, it would be the 2 spacing again, just to keep them from doubling back on me and trying to get behind me. But I don't think he will really do that. He's gonna relocate everybody over to the mid, to here, and the mid part, midfield, whatever we want to call it. Is there... These are the wide zones, but what's the middle called? I don't know. I assume there is a legitimate football term for it, but I'm from Europe, so I'm not really familiar with American football. Not even sure if the wide zone would be a football term, or if that's a Blood Bowl term, which just sounds like it would come from football. So if anybody can enlighten me on that. I mean, the line of scrimmage is a real football thing that I do know, and I think, well, it's the touchdown zone or the end zone. I think it's the end zone. So who knows? So there is probably a term for it. I might actually be able to figure out what the term is, because where's my kicker? Where is my kicker? There's my kicker. Because his skill does only work if he's in... Yeah, okay, of course, he may not be set up in either the white zone or the line of scrimmage. So they skirt around the name for the midsection here by just excluding the other two possibilities. So I still can't figure it out. Can't. That didn't make sense. Wow. So he's going for a wide screen once again, but that's not too bad. So we are probably just going to relocate over to this area next turn. So just switch sides again. We're going back and forth. I don't really need to score right now. Oh, there we go. So he rolled a 2. So I will use diving tackle. So now we reverse that because he uses a dodge reroll. And he still falls down. So that's what I've been talking about. Diving tackle is awesome. It's really good. And this is going to be so annoying for him. I think we even just want to stand him up. Because we're next to 3 players that all kind of want to dodge away. And then how far can you go? So I'm going to block myself in if I do it like this, which means we're just going to switch sides here. I think that should be good enough. So yeah, let's hit this guy. Once again with Frenzy. Yeah, that's still okay. It's going to get me another block, but this also means that he will be next to this guy now. Okay, I don't need the block. Good. But it does force me to reposition my players here a bit. Okay, bring Kevin over to here. We're still making progress. It's slow progress, but it's steady progress. And he can't do much about that. So let's keep doing what we're doing here. Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, he's in a... I like his position right now. So now the question is, where do we go with Carson? We could set him up aggressively, bring him through to here, for example. But he could start to attack me back here, but I still think it might be the right thing to do. And him we're just not going to use, I guess. You know what, also, this is better. It opens this up a little bit more, but he can't dodge away now in an easy pattern. So he might have to dodge here, but our guard is going to make that a bit more difficult. Although this, once this guy stands up and doesn't move, this is a him is a 2 die, because this assist is no longer existent, but he gives an assist. So I could either dodge, I could go for a 1 dice block, or I could just stay there, which will force him to either dodge or block me. And if he blocks me, he needs an assist to make it more secure, which is why I didn't do the 1 die myself. So we'll see. So first of all, this guy doesn't have an easy dodge. This guy doesn't have an easy dodge. This guy does. Or this gal, we should probably sell. Woman, lady, dark elf, witch elf. This witch elf does. Well, not yet, but once this guy moves, she will. And then she can dodge this way. But we still have our diving tackle here. And his block rolls have just been atrocious. He's gotten 1 knockdown so far? Something like that? Yeah, I don't think he's happy with how this is going right now. He is doing the right thing. He's using his blitzers. He's targeting guys from my end that don't have block right now. So he's going for targets that he can knock down easier. And it's just not happening. The game's not allowing this. Okay, he starts doing GFIs to reposition himself. So he's getting pressured. Okay, he wanted to do this block without standing this guy up first. So he wants to dodge him away afterwards. Makes sense, but it does make for a more risky playstyle. So let's see if he tries to dodge away. No, these guys remain down there, so we can work with that. I need to start making progress, and he is still doing a good job of locking me down. I have 5 turns left to score this, so this is not an issue, but he's going in extremely strong right now, so we'll have to see what I can do about that to reverse that situation again. There we go, so he does get a knockdown. Okay, so he's trying to maximize his blocks, which makes sense. So he's gonna block him as well. It's a 2-die. Let's see. Gets the POW. So he is, unfortunately, making some good plays happen here. Oh, got through. Into a stun only, though, so this is still fine. Okay, he can foul, but... Oh, is he gonna dodge him to foul Stefan? Oh, the jump up block. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay, he's doing a lot of stuff right now, and I apparently played a bad turn. Because the setup allowed him to do all this. I misread the situation a little bit, I feel like. I think we might be seeing a foul now, and with 5 assists, that's a good foul. And he's still in a decent position here. How did he do that? Not bad. Not bad at all. Yep, there we go. There comes the foul. Let's see what we'll get. If we get something. Got a KO. No double. But there's the double. Okay. So at least the bribe is gone. Referee accepted, so he didn't roll a 1. But that puts us down to 10 versus 10. And my guard is gone. Which is kind of horrible. And what's up with this? His placement is really decent here. It's giving me some issues. What? No, we'll take this. Good enough. Yeah, so this is where the issue comes in, or at least some of it comes in, because I don't have a whole lot of block players left. One stunned, one was over here, one got knocked down, and so we can't do much. So now I'm gonna switch my plan a bit. I'm gonna create a scoring threat, place my catcher in a position where he can score, and then we are going to go a different way to try and be better here. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna go back here and we're gonna hit her, which hopefully will be okay. Oh boy. Yes. And I do need to do that with my ball carrier, unfortunately. Or I want to, since he has... since he has block. Wasn't quite enough, but it's still okay. I can complete my cage again. And we should still be safe. I can't make a lot of forward progress, but this should divert some attention. And that might be what I need to make this happen. Also, we can block him down. Hopefully. No, we can't, so I need to take a reroll here. There we go, more pushes. Sure, let's bring him closer. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna follow, because this could also open up him to go back there, and he is agility 4, so that's a possibility. He's playing a solid game right now. And aside from the diving tackle here, most of the skills that I do have don't help me that much against him. The good thing is, I don't think he can afford to foul that much anymore. I hope he does not go after Tim. He might. That's definitely a possibility. But yeah, we're just going back and forth, because I can't quite create the opening that I need, for whatever reason, so we'll see. But the scoring threat is there now. And I don't think he can completely ignore that. He will get another block back here, which means he once again will not dodge, so Mark is in a bit of a wasted spot. This is also a good block for him. We'll have to wait and see what he can do with this. I think I underestimated him a little bit in the beginning, but mostly because of the skill difference. But considering what I'm missing right now, my team is not as developed. One of my best players is missing. That would be crucial here. We are relying on our killer quite a bit usually. And the weird development, let's say that, of our other players just slows us down a bit here. This is not bad, the dodge diving tackle. It's just not doing quite as much right now. That's good though. That's another reroll gone for him. And that's not a knockdown. But he can put me in a position where he can block me again, of course. But he's down to 1 reroll with his first action just barely done right now. And he has 4 turns left. So this could be what I need here to secure my touchdown. There he got the POW, so now I do go down, unfortunately. But considering he had 6 block dice there, that was not that unlikely, but I do not like that, because now my scoring threat is gone again, completely. And he has a player advantage. Okay, how do we deal with this? Yep, there, down goes another one, and he will get yet another block. So the thing is, against Elves, they are good at denying you blocks. So I just can't afford to go in heavy, because he will reposition, get the better blocks, and just knock me down. He does have more block on the pitch than I do. Oh, that's a turnover though. Thank you. Okay, that could be helpful. And he stuns himself. Okay, nice. So that's at least a start. It's still not ideal. Yeah, this is pretty horrible. Wow, why does it feel so bad? I only have 1 less player on the pitch. It should not be that bad. Yeah, I don't like this one bit, because I can't secure the knockdowns here. Oh, bother. Okay, so I probably won't make any forward movement again this turn, which just gives him more and more time. Yeah, of course, he also stunned the only guy that now is a good receiver on my end. This is pretty tough right now. And I'm trying to figure out a good way to make it not quite as bad. So I'm once again blitzing with my ball carrier, Let's hope we get a knockdown. We do not. I'm gonna risk a reroll. I don't like it, but at least got us a result. And we stun him. I would like more removal, honestly. So I can't go here, because it would completely lock me down. So I have to change this quite a bit. We probably even... Do we want to go there? I'm running out of time, so I need to make fast decisions here. No, I think we want to keep him there. So Andy is going back to there. You are standing right here and blocking this. Which works, but where do we put you? We put you right in here where you can't dodge out easily. Then I follow. And last but not least, we try to dodge him in the hopes that it will do something. Okay, nice, it worked. Good, 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 good. So I can keep this back here safer. I need to start making forward progress, but now these guys are a bit out of position at least. So that might help. And yeah, we'll see. It's still gonna be close. He's playing a good game so far. I've been pointing that out a lot because I don't... There isn't too much to talk about right now. It's a fairly basic match since there's not a lot of skills involved. But it's coming a lot down to positioning and priorities, and he's been doing a good job with that. And I'm kind of struggling. I'm not quite sure why. I think I've gotten lucky with the development of my team maybe a little bit. And I've been relying on my Mighty Blow players a lot to do stuff for me. But now I need to try and figure out how to play my human team without that. And that's not that easy. And he's removed two of my best players. The guard, of course, was pretty crucial to try and get good blocks here. And he's just my scoring threat, and he removed him instantly, and that's an issue. And then he's going for the simple screens, and I don't have the manpower to overwhelm him and block him in, and still get a good setup. So now we need to try and do our best here. But now he didn't get a whole lot of blocks, so that was a good turn. He is trying to go for a 3+ dodge here into a 2-die blitz. I can see why. Oh, good. Just a push, but he'll keep his 2-die, of course. He's going to serve this guy. Oh, goddamn, he really knows what he's doing. Okay, he doesn't get to serve him because he knocks him down. But that just means I don't get to stand him up. I don't think he will do anything with this guy. Good move. Good move. He knows where I want to go, I think. Which is that way. But that's not going to be easy. Yeah, that's a 5+ dodge because of diving tackle. And he makes it. Both of them. That's not what we wanted to see. Just gonna go up here. That was very good. A 4 would have been all he needed there to just either get the turnover or just knock him down. Okay, we could chain push him. But we can't like this. Because he needs to move first. Ah, crud. Because I want to be next to her. I want to lock her out. So I'll just have to take my blitz now, I think. Can't really get around that. Okay, we got something at least fairly decent. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably just don't even want to be next to him. We probably just want to... Yeah, I do have to throw. We do have to throw pretty much. Yeah, I need to dodge now first. So this could screw me quite a bit, all of this. And I do need to do this dodge first, I feel like. Let's see, 3+ with a reroll, and I fail. Oh no. And then I stun myself. So we're still safe here, but it's not going to stay the way. I'm not going to score. I think this cost me now. This is going to screw me. And the player, by the way, the player he lost is just the loner, while I lost 2 pretty important ones. Just want to talk about that again. This was horrible. He basically has a 3-player advantage for the next turn, and I didn't get to finish my move, so we are in no good position to do anything now. I had a dodge reroll. Was that really necessary to roll a 1 and a 2? So now he gets to knock down him, he gets to block down him, and then he can attack me down here as well. So if he wants to, he can serve Marcus, although it's gonna get him counter-served, so he's not going to. Yeah, it's horrible. What the hell? What? I'm not quite getting why I screwed this up so much, or how I screwed this up so much. That was it was a calculated risk. It just didn't pay off. It's bad when that happens. So maybe I didn't do anything too wrong because we were on a good path to just go there. I couldn't have gone all the way around, though. That would have been too long. It would have forced me to roll GFIs, which could have failed. Oh, boy. And now he starts with the injuries. Yet another important player with an MNG. So he's just removing everything I need to be able to do anything against him. My speed is gone because movement 8, movement 7, movement 8. So I have 1 player with movement 7 left, while he has 3 movement 7 players, 4 movement 7 players, which I thought she had movement 8, but she doesn't. It's horrible. It's not good. And now he's gonna lock me down, and I will not be able to do anything, and then he's possibly going to score, so we need to prevent that, and then I need to try and not lose. Oh boy, yeah, as you can see, how does this escalate so quickly? Oh, please tell me he blitzes back there. Okay, that does still give me a chance. He is... Oh, and it's a turnover, so that's his last reroll gone, or it is a turnover. Okay, it's his last reroll gone. That might be my only redeeming factor here, but it's not looking too good, obviously. Which means now I'm down to 7 players, and I'm gonna go back up to 9 at the most, while he's at 10 to 11. Yeah, all of this is crappy. And now oh wow, he keeps fouling. Seriously? That's a ballsy move. Okay, big questions. I do need to get the ball on him and then score with him. That's pretty much it. Oh boy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus a throw. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just to see. Okay, that would be that throw, which is not good. I know I can make that without the GFI. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about this. Wow, this was horrible. Why? So I want to dodge here to blitz him. To free him up. Yeah, sure. Okay, we make the dodge. It's the aggressive approach, but I think it's the approach that I need to have right now, unfortunately. So stay, and we're gonna go back in case this goes sour. Next, he goes up to here. Maybe I should have pulled him back in case I fail this now. Oh, damn. No. Okay, this is still fine. I wanted to go there anyways. And I can get this a better throw. And I roll the 1 on the GFI. Come on. Just 1 additional movement for the lower throw. Oh, boy. Okay, we make the pass. He catches the ball, and now all I need is 1... Not a 1, please. Oh, come on! Okay, now I'm seriously... oh, come on. Yeah, it's time to be salty. And, of course... Of course! Okay, it's salty time. I'm sorry, guys. This is the definition of horrible. It's so bad. And he's gonna score now. He was down to 0 rerolls because... That's, why? Yeah, I'm whiny. I'm gonna stop now. I wanted the few seconds of being legitimately annoyed at the game. It's gonna come back because we still have 1 half to play. And I actually made it possible for me to score. It all worked. And then I roll 2 1s on GFIs. First down here, then up there. Sure. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I roll that? What? How doesn't this make sense? It happens. So in all likelihood, at least from what we can say right now, this is going to be a loss, and a pretty bad one. Just in terms of humiliation. Because now that he's got the ball, this is going to end in his turn 8 and not in mine, which means I will get only 1 try to get these guys back, and if only 1 of them stays out, I'm pretty much screwed. I need both of them to be able to stay in the game. And we need for this guy to stay out to just not be screwed completely, because he could go into the second half with a 4-player advantage if everything goes horribly wrong. Could you just please not do something risky and stupid now? I mean, I kind of want him to, but that would be insult to injury. Completely. Because there's no way I'm stopping this. The only thing that could stop this is if he screws up a roll now, because he will have to do a handoff to score. And if he rolls a 1 there, we're okay. But it's not going to happen. And he can just save, secure, or he can just keep the ball secure and safe, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I hate that with a burning passion. I actually managed to get all the way back there, and then I rolled a 1 on the GFI. It's so dumb. So there isn't much for me to talk about, which is why I'm slipping back into the whining again. And I'm sorry about that. This is just... I can't do anything to regain the ball now. It's completely out of my control. And I think that's when I start to get salty, is when there's nothing I can do. As long as there's something I can do, I'm always going to be focused again and trying to achieve my goals here. But this is just not going to happen. It's not possible. Yeah, I'm even going to start with that dumb GFI because I need to get an assist here. And of course, it's the 3rd GFI, and it's my 3rd one on the GFI, because why wouldn't it? Because I need an assist, and I want the player to get down there and mark that guy, which is not going to do anything, but I still need to try. So that's pretty much what we're living now. come on. Another stun. I got a decent amount of stuns, but I'm just not getting a single injury. And that would be what I need here. Yeah, this is never going to work. And standing these guys up won't help me anyways. I still need to stand them up though, because he might foul. I don't think he will, but you never know. You know what, if he faults that guy, I really don't care. Let's see. Okay, makes that. Now, of course, I don't have a reroll anymore. All of these work. So, by the way, these guys are potentially, at least this guy is in scoring range as well. But now, at least, I've got 2 players next to him. So, I'm still concentrated here, by the way. I've got 2 players on him, which means he can blitz one away, but he will still have to dodge. And that's just an additional roll. Also, if he dodges to go down here, he will not be able to make a handoff, but now he has to pass, which is yet another additional roll. So what he is doing is the smart thing. He's chain pushing himself out. Oh, come on. Really? So this guy definitely knows what he's doing, which I'm not happy with. God damn, he's playing a good game. And I'm completely getting screwed here. I think I still had a chance. I mean, me being able to score with 3 players down, or almost score, is still a good sign, I'd say. It just, in that case, the dice screwed me over and didn't let me. I'm not going to blame myself for that play, because that was the only play I had left to score. And I managed to pull it off if the I would have been able to pull it off if I hadn't rolled 2 ones, but you can never control that. So, I'm not going to blame any mistake on my own part on that. He's playing a solid game. He's making it extremely difficult for me, and I'm struggling with it. That's pretty much what this comes down to. And then add on to that I only KO'd one of his guys through a foul, while he KO'd 2 of mine and injured 2 of mine. It just doesn't add up. Okay, we do get our blitzer back, which is at least something. So it's 8 versus 10. So it's just a 2-player disadvantage, which is still too big, but there is nothing I can do about it. So we'll have to live with it. And you're not gonna get my agility 4. Yeah, this is kind of bad. Okay, so how do we set this up the right way? We probably just go for this, which is kind of weird, but should work out. And I need to put Mark all the way in the back, because he's my best bet to mark something, quite literally. Oh god, that name works on more than one level now. hadn't realized. Well. So we'll see. We've got our V shape here. And these 3 guys up front. I am giving him a lot of room to work with, which you usually don't want. But with 3 players missing, I can't set up a defense that doesn't give him room. So there's just no way for me to keep him from setting up a scoring threat if he wants to, even if I wanted to. I just don't have the players to stop him from that. So we'll have to adjust and try to just reposition to wherever he goes, and we'll have to wait and see what he does. So the good thing is he's playing it safe and using all of his blitzers on the line of scrimmage to get safe blocks, which consequently means he can't use one of them, which are a bit faster, to set up a scoring threat a little bit deeper, or use to blitz. So he's gonna try and get the blitz set up differently. Also, if he blitzes one of these guys with the Witch Elf, she will follow up and be next to she will be next to the blitzer, and that assist can't be removed. And now I've got the deep kick, so I think we're gonna go for a... Do I want to go for a deep kick, or do I want to go for a short kick? I think we're gonna risk a short kick, and I'm even gonna... No, yeah, we're gonna risk that it could scatter outside. A riot. Not sure. Of course it's... Of course! It's just exactly the one spot. It didn't even land here and then scatter outside. Nope, me going over there and risking it was just the wrong thing to do. I apologize in advance because this is going to keep happening, because now I'm gonna just notice every time I feel like the game's screwing me over even further. Yeah, he's gonna push me to there. It's what I should have done in my first turn, which I didn't, because in case I had failed, it would have gotten me another block. But yeah, this is just another little thing. It's not a big thing, it's another little thing, because now he doesn't need to pick up the ball, he doesn't need to run there and try to pick it up. He just straight up has it and can decide where to go with it. And that's a problem for us. It's not good. So let's hope that he screws up with this block. Nope, he doesn't. So he's gonna push me to there again. I don't think he will okay, at least he's only stunned. 2 players less on the pitch. It's not impossible. I'm not going to give up, but he is in the lead. He scored on my own offense, which is horrible and rarely happens, because I know what I'm doing. But I just can't get it done today, and it's annoying. I don't like matches like these. I don't think I'm necessarily getting outplayed, it's just that he knows exactly what he's doing, so he's not making a lot of mistakes and leaving himself exposed, so that makes it difficult. But then it's the little things, because I think we're, at least from what I can see here, we might be somewhat equally matched in terms of skill. I can't quite say if he's better or if I'm better. It's difficult to see that with an early or basically undeveloped team, especially on his part, because he could be doing much worse to us if he had a better team, by the way. So where was I going with this? But yeah, if in matchups like these, where you are pretty equally matched, it does come down a lot to who gets the better armor breaks. We both don't have the bashiest teams. There's not a single Mighty Blow inside. I'm missing my 2 Mighty Blow players. He doesn't have any to begin with. He still has better blocks than I do right now, probably. He's more agile, which means I need to try and do stuff with my skills. I don't have my Ogre, because that's what equalized this a little bit. I do have access to Mighty Blow, and he doesn't, but I don't have that right now, and that makes this so difficult. So a lot of this comes down to who gets the better armor breaks, and that's him. And I think that's the main reason why he's winning, not because I'm playing a bad game or I'm making stupid mistakes. It's because he's getting the better armor breaks. He's just getting rid of my good players. I can't do anything about that. And so he gets the player advantage and he gets to control the game. And there's nothing I can do about that. And that's the issue. So we'll have to try and just slow him down as much as possible. These guys will just stand up. He's gonna blitz over there, which is not the best thing probably, but it's the safest block that I can do. And I'm gonna risk it and follow as well. Oh, come on, thank you, please. Another stun. I mean, stuns are still good, but just the removal, please. I still have 2 players less on the pitch. And that's just not acceptable. And I don't have the manpower to block him. Yeah. He needs to go here. No. It's not enough, unfortunately. I need to go back one because he could also switch over to this side, which would be horrible. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do. Yeah. Okay, let's see what he does with this. I've got limited stuff to do here, and he's just so much more mobile. I think this situation is okay, but there's a bigger risk of him going over this way, which is why I put Mark there, because it's less likely that he will get knocked down with his dodge. Although, if it's a game that I'm expecting it to be, he's just gonna get a POW anyways now, and then he can set this up. And then he could use these guys to, or at least one or two of them, to block these guys, and then he can run this way, and I will not be able to catch him. At least he's playing it still safe, and using a block player. Otherwise, he would have used the Witch Elf. He's considering to reroll this. He doesn't, though, so that's good. Oh, if only I hadn't failed some stuff here. I think that's what this comes down to. He did have a turnover himself, so I can't completely blame the dice here, and I won't. He did have the turnover that was caused by my diving tackle. But this is still... He's getting solid rolls, and I'm just not quite. I failed to dodge with him to set that up, and then I consequently failed the GFIs. I think I should have been able to score. It was just, I'm gonna blame the dice. Yes, I am. I know I said I didn't really want to, but it's still... I feel like it's the thing to do, and it's not untrue. Unfortunately, it's the case. The dice cost me here so much. I failed the most important dodge to reposition, and then I failed the GFI, and then I failed another GFI, and that just... So he knows what he's doing, but I know what I'm doing, and I'm just not getting the dice that I need. Okay, luckily we only get that. That was an okay block to do, though. He had a 1 in 6 chance to fail that. So getting just the push is nice, and he didn't follow me, so he gave me an assist now with this. But this is still not a good position, because he can easily score next turn. It's Elves. They screen, they block you out, and then they score. And yeah, he's just repositioning himself. And I kind of have to try and just lock her down. Ooh. If those dodges work, I'm gonna be annoyed as hell. Oh, come on. Not even the first one fails. This is what I mean. It's solid for him. It's just straight up solid. And I can't do anything about it. And I hate it so, so much. And he's one of the best players to get through there, but I need the guard. I'm so whiny right now. Oh, boy. So I don't know how to play this. I could do this. Yeah, we're just gonna stand in their way for now back there. Okay, I think I have a plan. The execution is going to be difficult, though. I could go to here instead, or there. No, we're risking this, so I'm gonna place the guard right in the middle. No, it's not good enough. Yes, it is. Okay. Crap. Okay, this is gonna be tough. We need the knockdown. Because now I need to do this dodge. Oh, thank you, it worked. Okay. Which means... Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap, I ran out of time. I took too long. I took too long. So the plan was dodge him again, bring him to here. Run him through here and do the same dodge with agility 4. It would have been easier, which would have allowed me to get 2 players on him. It just took me too long to see that. Crap. So the thing is, I don't think he wants to score right now. Although, maybe. Okay, just pushes, but it's good enough. Did he block me with the ball carrier? No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he just had 2 assists, so that worked. Oh, he's keeping me next to the ball carrier? Why? Maybe my assumption is right. It might be that he does not want to score right now. He can still blitz me away, but now he needs to do that with a player that doesn't have block. Although, oh, I see why. Because he had pushed me to here, which would have meant running this guy a little bit around, so he couldn't have scored. Oh, now he rolls the POW, of course. Yep, that seems about right. It's just, he's not gonna score now, I think. This secures him at least another turn before he needs to score. Yep, there we go. Because now he can lock these guys down, block them. That's just a 1 die, but he can make that a 2 die. I can reach him still, and I'm screwed. So this is going to be a loss. He's gonna shut me out completely. I think that last turn here was my biggest chance to be able to prevent him from scoring. It just took me too long to figure out how to go about it. Which I kind of hate, but what can you do? So down goes Horst. It's a frustrating match, because I feel like I still can't stress this enough. I don't think I made any glaring mistakes. I just got diced super hard. But these matches, they happen. Unfortunately, it's the second match in 3 matches with the humans that we're losing here, I think. But it's, once again, I don't have my ogre, I don't have my killer. Both of which are kind of crucial to this, because right now, once again, it comes down to who gets to remove more from the other person, and I only stun him. The only armor breaks I'm getting, aside from that 1 foul in the beginning, were stuns. Not a single KO or injury, just straight up stuns, and that's just not good enough. So he needs, yep, push me to there and follow, because that was... He even let me have this guy, and then he couldn't get him quite. But now it's still a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 die, 1 dice with 2 GFIs, and so it's 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus into a 1 die to blitz the ball carrier, which is not going to work. But I'm still going to try, because it's the only thing I can do. And yeah, he's just... It's not enough. Oh wow, he wanted to foul with this guy. So, where I stop at some point, he keeps going. So he will keep fouling me until the end as well, which I do not cherish, but there's still nothing we can do about it, and we have to live with, pretty much. So there we go, and then I only get pushes, because why wouldn't I get pushes? It's not like it wouldn't do anything for us, or something like that. No. Who would think that would be a good idea? At least I'm making all my dodges, but it's still not enough. Hey, look at that, we get the POW. Yes, I'm gonna put him in a corner. It's putting him closer to there as well. Of course. I probably should have pushed him up there. Yeah, now I am starting to make mistakes, by the way. And I would have needed to follow there as well, because then I could have gotten to here and made an easier dodge there, but I assumed this would not work. Oh, bother. So how do we get there now? Yeah. Literally the only way possible. 5 plus dodge. Oh, we made it. Okay. get around that one. So I also need to do this one, which is going to get me surfed in the likelihood, but I do need to get a tackle zone next to the player. So I know I'm whiny right now, and I apologize for that, and I'm trying to stay off the salt. But I'm still trying to keep in this. I'm pointing out my own mistakes here for the sake of the game. And I just hope that he will get a turnover now, because that's pretty much the only way we will prevent him from scoring now. But I'm still pressuring him. We still, at least in theory, we still have a chance. I still don't think it's gonna work, but that doesn't keep me from trying. Because that's what I'm always criticizing in others. When they stop trying and just give up, or just don't put up a fight anymore, I'm still trying. And that's, I think, one of the big points for me. I will never stop trying here. As dumb and unlikely as these are, and these were good rolls now to get me down there, the lead up to that, the necessity to now have to do that was just bad, and it didn't need to happen like that. The game just didn't quite let me, but now he can't quite commit to this, so this is interesting. He's still gonna get it. Oh no, it's still gonna be enough. He's gonna blitz with him, push me out, and then pick up the ball. He has enough movement to do that. So all we can hope for now is that he will attacker down, both down, or double attacker down, double both down this, have to reroll, or just fail the pickup consequently. Please. Nope. Down goes Carsten, so he goes out. Of course, he's going to get injured and die or stuff like that, because it's that kind of game. Hey, he gets KO'd. Almost the same. So let's see if he manages to pick up the ball. Because now I am forcing him to score. Well, no, still not, but he's still going to. Yeah, and there we go. So level up. I'm still riding the congrats. It's the good thing. It's still a good game, and it shows a lot, but of course, only get one back. His KO comes back, so now it's still, now it's 11 versus 8. Yeah, it's not. I hate this so much. So there is a good shot that I'm going to get scored on again. Well, so I'm sure he's not sure if I'm complimenting him or not. And now we'll be short for congrats, which is written wrong, I know. Well. Also, his English apparently isn't that good. Because that wasn't a good... I mean, I'm saying congrats for... Or grats. It's basically grats. So... So, just make it clear. And just set up your guys so that I can set up my guys so that we can finish this charade. And I'm still not angry, by the way. I'm just sad and annoyed at the game. But I'm not angry because it's not his fault that this is going the way it is. Well, he's still not giving me a lot to work with, but... He's playing his solid match. I'm getting screwed over a bit. It's just the whole spiel. We'll have to survive. And he still has his kicker, by the way, which is just annoying. So he's gonna be able to get a good kick out of this on top of everything, which I do not like, but we'll have to live with. So let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, we have 4 turns left to try and score this, but with the player disadvantage and his skill right now, I do not think it likely that it's going to happen. It's more likely that he will score on me again because I will not be able to protect the ball. It's... well... So I think what... At least he's not boasting or anything, which is nice. So he's staying humble. He's saying that he's getting lucky, which is at least in part true. I think that's what I've been talking about here for a while now. That in this case, a lot comes down to this, and I've just not gotten a single stun against him, not a single KO or injury, and that just, it influences how this plays out quite a bit. And then the bad rolls in the important situations just seal the coffin, basically, or nail. It's another nail in the coffin. That's how that saying goes, isn't it? I finally did KO, but now it's too late. I'm still gonna lose. The best thing I can hope for is for me to score right now. That would be nice. And I hope we can make that work, but there just isn't enough time to be able to win this. And this was a mistake, by the way. I should have protected the ball first. And I didn't do that, so now we'll have to live with those consequences as well. So I'm gonna set up a scoring thread again. I'm obviously going to fail my me picking up the ball now. That just needs to happen. I also can't foul if I want to blitz. Either way, I need to pick up the ball next. For that, we need to screen. I know I'm giving up some control over the ball right now, but I still feel like that's the necessary thing to do. So we will go up to here. Or am I willing to go for a one dice blitz? I don't think so. Yeah, we're just going to blitz now, which is still a risk because I already used my reroll. I'm blitzing a player with block while I have none, while also giving him access to my ball carrier, and there's the turnover. So that was a mistake on my behalf. I probably should have just set up a defense and fouled, if even that. But now he can easily hit me, he can block this guy away, and then he can just get a blitz against me. At least I've got my guard player here, which will help a little bit. But still... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could blitz from here, but he would need to get an assist there, which right now is not that easy. So he needs to knock this guy away first. I don't know. It's not good. That was a mistake. What was the first reroll that I had here? Oh yeah, that block here, I think. Was it that block? Somewhere. I screwed up a roll somewhere, and now I'm just giving him the access that he kind of needs. He might still not blitz me here, but go for the catcher instead. That would be the safe play. He doesn't need to hit me right now. Right now he only needs to pressure me with his player advantage. And then he can probably get the ball next turn on his own. Yeah, but the guard will screw you there, buddy. It might still be enough for him. But this is not a good blitz. Why aren't they there? There they are, okay. So how do I win this? Not at all is the answer. Well, there is at least a chance to tie this, potentially. Because if I score next turn, I still have 2 turns, he still has 2 turns, which in theory gives me enough time to win this. Not to win this, to draw this. It's not gonna happen, I think, but that's what I'm aiming for right now. I need to score next turn. And he goes for the 1 die. And it's a skull. Oh, please give me another skull. Come on, no, it's just a push. It's still only a 1 die, though. Oh, it's a turnover. Oh, it's a turnover. I have a chance. Come on. Okay, we can do this. I at least might be able to score this. It's still gonna be tough here. Just because of all the placement. How do I block here to make this work? I think this block needs to happen, unfortunately. And I am going to take this result. Another KO, good. Next up is blitzing him. A push is good enough, even though it's not what I would want. But since it's the only thing that we will get, it's good enough. Next we need to block him. Good. And follow. Yeah, just in case we fail. I should still put him down there just to keep him from being able to just receive the ball and run down here. Due diligence. Okay, we go to here. And now, do I throw the ball or do I go one more space and do a handoff? It's 3+, 3+, both rerolls, or it's a 2+, 3+ with a reroll. I'm gonna go for the 2+. Why? Why do I even bother? I mean, it's okay. It's the only reroll that we need and we can afford to, so it's still better than the other way. Okay, I get to score. Wow, okay, I did not think that would happen. So now I have exactly 2 turns left to try and still tie this game. Can I catch up to him? This only works now if his KOs don't come back, but mine do. Then we have the same amount of players again. My KO stays out. Please. One of his stays out, so he still has a 2-player advantage, but I'm still in this. I have 2 turns left, but I need to get the player that I want there in scoring range. We need to set up differently now. Because he's the important guy. If he gets knocked down, I'm screwed. I can't tie this. But he's probably not going to hit him because the guard guy is going to be behind him. And I'm going to switch these two just because he's got block, which is going to make it harder to knock him down. Okay. Whew. Okay, I'm back in full concentration mode here. Because there is the tiniest sliver of a chance that I might be able to tie the match. It's extremely unlikely, but it's not impossible. Because what am I always saying? In Blood Bowl, it's never over until it's over. It looked so bad the entire time. But I would still be winning this right now if I had been able to score in the first half instead of him scoring on me. Because if I had been able to score there, he would not have had enough time, I think, to score on me. So it's the little things that can escalate this so quickly. The turnover there was amazing for us. It allowed me to score this. And if I can only keep doing this, if we can get lucky a little bit more. So now I'm going to go for a deep kick, I think. No, we shouldn't. We should go for... But I don't want him scoring again. But still, I need the pressure up here. But if there's a blitz... You know what, let's go somewhat like this. A little bit midfield, a little bit deeper. Maybe like this. Something like this. Like this. Okay. High kick is bad. Kick also not a good position. I should have gone for the deep kick, I think. By the way, the short kick is always good because it is good in case you... Oh, and he caught it. Okay, bummer. So he got full control over the ball right away again, which pretty much screws me. He needs to expose the ball for me to be able to get to it. And I also need to place my own scoring threat this turn to be able to make this. So it doesn't matter if I lose 2-1 or 3-1. If I lose, I lose. I don't care about losing by one more. The important thing here is to maybe tie the game. So I need to go all in on that and try my best to make that happen. But he's setting up for scoring threat. That's something I will not be able to do something against. So we'll have to see what he does with his ball carrier. He's probably gonna try and protect and put him behind these guys. But that might not be enough. I could hope for another turnover, but let's face it, that's rather unlikely. But this is a good start. It gives me another player to do something with. And he can't afford to follow if he wants to keep the assist there, but he might still do so regardless. Yep, because he can still block over here, which is safe. And he can potentially move in another assist, but it does give me a block back there. So let's see what we will get. And this is still a close and good match. And I'm sorry for how whiny and salty I've been. I don't like when I am like this. I really don't. It just happens sometimes, unfortunately. I'm trying to not be that bad. At least I'm not angry. I'm just whiny a little bit, which I'm not sure if that's better or not. But what would it gain me to be angry here? It doesn't really. It's. I mean, I'm more in the camp of making fun of people that get angry at this. It's just I'm just a bit salty. Okay, yeah. Oh, he does go for him. He actually goes for him. Okay, but he does need a POW, and he wouldn't have needed the assist, so he could have done that with one less player. Let's see what he ends up doing here. So the good thing with that blitz is he will not push me backwards. That way he can. So that's probably why he changed it. Don't like that. And there's the POW, so I can't score. Well, I still can. But now it gets even worse, because now I would have to get him up here. Wow, So either he was aware that this would be my only shot at really scoring, or he just did that to protect these guys, but I think he was aware that it was my only chance of scoring. That was... Yeah, he's been playing an extremely good game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hit. There we go. That's my ticket. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Don't quite understand why he GFI'd there, to be honest, though. So I like that I'm able to blitz him there. I don't like that I have to dodge here to start this off. Yeah, once again, it doesn't matter what I do with these now. Oh, with him now. Oh, can I get him up there? We could. I think I need to try with this one first. He's got the dodge reroll, which hopefully will do something. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blitz. So 7. So I'm going to do the 1 GFI here to bring him up there to give me an assist. And now I got a 2-die, assuming we make the dodge. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm making all my dodge rolls, which is pretty insane. And we are going to reroll this, of course, which does not do anything, because why would it? As always, with the passion. Okay, so now... there. Because in all likelihood he wants to chain push this, which ideally I would like to prevent. Put him there, and I'm still gonna try to create my scoring threat. I mean, there is not much else we can do. Three, 6, 7, 8. So I do need to do 1 right now, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because he's gonna go this way in that case. It's unfortunate. If I had knocked him down and gotten all of these placements, I think we would have had a chance. It got really close again in the end, so I'm happy about that, but we're still going to lose this in all likelihood. There is still a chance here. I can't do anything about his scoring threats, of course, but I do have my dodge and diving tackle player next to him, and he can't really get the assists to get away there. Which is why I marked him down here, so that he would have to dodge and all that stuff. So there's some risk with this. Okay, he does free up a player there with a blitz to give himself an assist somewhere. So let's see. Yeah, so I will not blame myself for this loss. I think I recovered really well, and if things had been looking just a little bit differently, I would probably be winning right now. But that's Blood Bowl, it happens. I'm just happy that I got out of my whiny mood and back into a good spot where I can actually achieve what we've done here, because it was close. It was really close. So let's see. He still needs to dodge. And that might be what I need here. Please. No, he rolled a 5. Come on. Why? Why do I have diving tackle? I needed a 4 or less here. Come on. Seriously. Yeah, this is me being annoyed again. Let's just hope. I mean, hope's dead, but still. So he's gonna do a lot of stuff here. And I just need him to fail it. Buddy, just do a handoff. Do a handoff and then throw down here. Just do the save thing first, for God's sakes. There we go. So this guy's gonna get the ball. Yep, he's gonna throw it back to him. Ah, well. Come on. Nope. He doesn't roll once. Has he rolled a single one on a dodge or something? And there we go. Well, I'm still salty at how this went, but there's just nothing I can do about it. And I've recovered to the best of my abilities here. It was really close and it just wasn't enough. I will not bother with a with a one-turn touchdown. It will not save me. I'm still not good at them, which is probably why I should do them. I don't know. Maybe we should try. Let's see how he sets up. If he keeps the setup like this, maybe I should try. He did play a good match. I think I played a good match. It just wasn't enough. With the frenzy player, it would be so easier. And he's missing the next match as well. So now, yeah, we have one chance, one opportunity, blah, 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 blah. So, him going into there. So I blitz from here. We put you up to here. I still don't really know how to set these up. So let me think this through again. So we'll blitz from here. Push, 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 push. Which allows me to bring this guy to here. Yeah, let's just see. I have no idea if this is going to work out or not. At some point I will look up the correct placement for all of this. And I just don't want to... All the theorizing, I'm not good at that. I'm sorry. A lot of what I talk about here is learning by doing. I've read some guides, of course, as well, that I'm basing some of my opinions on, but it's still... A lot of stuff is from experience. So I'm not good with some of the theoretical stuff. And of course, now something like this happens, so even with the reroll, there's no way for me to get this to work. So I'm just gonna push him backwards now because I'm salty as hell once again because the game decided to screw me over one last time, because why wouldn't it? And now I'm just sad. I hate this so much. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's a little bit of a breakdown point for me right now because this just adds insult to injury. It was one last chance to do something nice here and I just can't get it to work. It's just not happening. At least I'm getting some throw SPP, which is still not good enough, but it's all I get. We'll take the both down, sure. Let's see. Nope. Hey, one last injury. Nope, one last insult. There it is. So that's the end. There we go. So no one-turner for me, and we lost 3-1. It happens. But it was a lot closer than it looked. It escalated quickly into one direction, and yeah, there's just nothing I can do about that, so there we go. Okay, Robert got the MVP. So not a single level up out of this either. Yeah, solid match on his side. And on mine, I still feel like I didn't do anything wrong here in particular. It just wasn't quite what I needed. So we'll do better next time, but for now... I'm done with Blood Bowl here. Oh well, it happens. It happens. So that's our third loss. That's pretty. I'm sad about that. I don't like that. I think we've performed really well with the humans so far, and I don't like that it just didn't work out here. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, this was one of the matches where I just got beat up a bit, quite a bit, I think. Yeah, 4 KOs, 2 injuries. There I couldn't set up a defense, and that's pretty much what happened here in the first half. But either way, doesn't matter to whine about it any longer. We'll just have to live with it. So yeah, let's just bring this to an end. Our team is at 1480, and I'm looking forward to the next match, and hopefully we will be able to do better that time. So for now, this is where we're going to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl 2, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.